Hey class, this is Nico. So I'm going to explain a little bit about just sort of the social landscape as a whole and kind of lead into the assignment that we are doing this week. So let's start first and foremost on Facebook, because Facebook is the big mama. It is the largest, second largest website in the world. It is, if you don't have a Facebook page, then you've lost your mind. Facebook is the there's a lot of people that are kind of treating Facebook like the internet, which is very, very wrong. However, I do absolutely understand the importance of Facebook in the grand scheme of branding and messaging and marketing. So let's start with Facebook. Basically, since we're working with nonprofit clients, we can't exactly create a Facebook page. If you are working with a for-profit client, one of your own, then feel free to check out the other videos. They go a little bit more in depth as far as how to create a Facebook page, just the different strategies for developing a brand Facebook page, those sorts of things. So what we are going to kind of talk about is just the different ways to approach messaging. We're looking at Connemara Conservancy. This is a nonprofit that my company works with, and we basically helped start their Facebook page. I mean, for all intents and purposes, they had one, but it was just not very active, and we took it over and we got it much more active. So you can see the types of posts that we make. We do our best thinking outside, and a big picture that says think outside. The thing that I love about this is 77 people have seen it, and 2 of them have already shared it. And so that kind of makes me happy. It's pretty cool. It's an easy way to get your message out. So here's the beautiful thing about sharing on Facebook. When you get somebody to share your photo, that means this Rebecca Shoemaker. These 4 people that are in Rebecca Shoemaker's network may have never heard of Connemara Conservancy, but because Rebecca has shared our photo, then we actually have a chance for them to see us and for them to enter our network. That's why this is important. Excuse me. That's why likes are important. That's why shares are important. Shares are the biggest thing on Facebook. If you can get people to share your content, then you are golden. You're absolutely golden. It's going to go incredibly well for you. Your network is going to grow exponentially. It's going to be very, very cool. That's the important thing about Facebook is trying to create content that people will like, trying to create content that people will share, those sorts of things. You also have a big opportunity to be a thought leader and to further do everything we talked about on blogs as far as solidifying yourself as a knowledge leader in a particular industry. You can do that on Facebook here, as you can see right here. So, the types of content that you put on there is going to help mold the image of your brand. So you want to be as true and as genuine as possible. As you can see, Connemara is all about green living, green space, farmers markets, those sorts of things. And as you can see through all of these posts, it's all about nature and those sorts of things. It absolutely works for what they are, for who they are. This is who Connemara is, and we're doing everything we can to personify this on Facebook. This takes a lot of work. Creating these sorts of content, going out and finding things like this takes a lot of work. And in order to have accurate messaging, you have to put some effort into it. So that's what's going to lead me into the assignment that we are doing this week. Here's this. Whenever we work with a client, we typically, I'm not a huge believer in scheduling posts. However, I am a big believer in being efficient. There's a massive difference between scheduling something and not paying attention to it, and scheduling something with purpose and knowing when it posts and then going in and paying attention and seeing if anybody responds to it and then responding accordingly. That's a massive difference. So we have I've set up a workbook, an Excel spreadsheet. Excuse me, sorry about that. And one of the tabs is Twitter, the other tab is Facebook. Under the Twitter tab, what I've done is I've created 10 tweets that I am able to quickly grab and throw into Twitter. For those of you who checked out the Hootsuite, this is actually something that you can do on Hootsuite. Hootsuite will let you bulk upload tweets, which is incredibly handy for something along the lines of, let me see if I can find this. I'll pause this while I look for it. Okay, something like this right here. This is the format, and if you really are interested in it on Hootsuite, you can go in there and take a look at it. This is the format for bulk tweets, bulk upload tweets. Basically, the way that Hootsuite works is if you give it a specific time, and then you add a tweet, and then if you have a link, you add the link in a separate column. You can dump this spreadsheet into Hootsuite, and it will auto-populate, or it will auto-schedule for all of the times that you give it. This right here is when it comes in ridiculously handy. When we're trying to give away tickets on the radio station that we work with, if we're trying to give away tickets or we're trying to promote a specific show, it comes in really, really handy to be able to do a bulk scheduling of come to the show. If you want tickets, retweet. If you want tickets, retweet. Come to the show. The show is this year. It's going to be awesome. Come to the show. If you need tickets, retweet this. Tell your friends, come to the show. That sort of stuff. It's really, really handy to do a bulk upload a scheduled tweet. So this is from a festival that we did in April, and as you can see, typing all of this into a spreadsheet takes a lot less time than to log on to Twitter at 10:26 and at 3:25 and etc. etc. So this is another testament to how powerful Hootsuite is. The beauty of being able to schedule tweets, it's quite an amazing thing. So, but we're not actually going to be scheduling tweets because we don't actually have control over the network. If you do have control over the network, you are more than welcome to set up a Hootsuite bulk upload page. However, you do need a pro account. Pro account is I think $8 a month. In my opinion, it's totally worth it, especially if you're going to be doing things like that. However, I understand. So, however, we're taking the same sentimentality and creating a spreadsheet of tweets and a spreadsheet of Facebook posts. So, notice on Twitter, the tweets are a little less image and link based than they will be on Facebook. So, you've got quotes, like this Thoreau quote. You've got just sort of little, this is what's going on right now stuff that is what the main conversation on Twitter is about. So we're planning our Hops for Habitat right now. This is going to be a good one. They are planning it right now. They're in the midst of planning it, so that's a totally appropriate quote. Come join us for Morning in the Meadow, Sunday, July 28th, blah, blah, blah. These types of things. When was the last time you went for a hike? These are the types of tweets. Twitter has a very different voice. When you think about it, there's a hierarchy of content. With Twitter, your message is going to be around for maybe 5-6 minutes. With Facebook, it's going to be around all day. And with with a blog, you're writing it with the intention that 7 years from now somebody's going to find it and still read it, and it's still going to be useful to them. So, first part of the assignment is creating tweets. We're going to do 10 of them. The second part of the assignment is creating Facebook posts. So we are also going to do 10 of them. The thing on the Facebook posts, as you can see, these right here, this ends in JPEG. This ends in JPEG. That ends in JPEG. And I thought there was another one. Oh yeah, that one ends in JPEG. Basically, those are just the pictures that we're going to be using on Facebook. Facebook is a photo sharing website. That is the bottom line. It's a great community. However, it is focused on photo sharing. Executives from Facebook have said as much. When you take a look at the way that content behaves on their website, they value imagery far more than anything else. It is a photo sharing website. The functionalities that they add, including, they bought Instagram, if that gives you an idea. The functionalities that they have are all focused on making sharing photos as easily as possible. So when we create tweets for a client, we go heavy on the images. We also say something like, for instance, I'm a proud supporter of Mother Earth. Mother Earth, are you? Or let's see, let's go with this one right here. Let's see what this looks like. So this is we're all in this together. Let's keep our planet a great place to live. So you go over here and let's see. And it's going to be this picture along with that message. So go heavy on the images on here. I would include at least a couple of links. Like, for instance, I've got in case you've never seen it, here's the entire National Geographic documentary, The Story of Earth, is right here. We've also got join us for the 4th annual Into the Meadow, celebrating food, local farms, and the beauty of natural space. And there is a link to the Connemara Conservancy website where the information on Into the Meadow is. The other thing that I wanted to kind of stress to you with this is, just so you know, and some of you who were in the conference earlier this year, you heard Kate Buck talk about this. But just so you know, we've been doing a lot of examining the different types of content that we're putting up on Facebook, and what Kate told us and what we've discovered to be true is, when you've got a badge, when you've got something that people can champion, if you've got something that says, I am this, then you have an opportunity unlike any other. It is the best type of content on Facebook. So this is something that we're going to post. Proud Tree Hugger. This is a badge. You put this on your shirt and you say, I am a tree hugger. Absolutely. I like the environment. I love the environment. It's those types of things. And then you put it up there and you say, I am a tree hugger, and that should be and, not a. I'm a tree hugger and proud of it. Share if you are too. If you are inviting people to share this, then you got a chance to make this thing go viral, and then all of a sudden, you could end up lucky, and 30,000 shares later, it's all coming back to the fact that you're the one that posted it, and now your name and your network has infiltrated these 30,000 people, and it's all because you said, share this if you agree with me. People want to be in a group, inherently. Humans always want to congregate with like. And if you've got an opportunity to show, yes, I love the environment, then you've got an opportunity to get on people's radar. So that's basically the assignment. We're going to do 10 tweets and 10 Facebook posts for each of your clients. It should be short and easy. You have got to ring true to your client. That is the most important thing. What I'm mainly going to grade you on, other than doing it, is How well do you understand your client? Do you understand the messaging that they're putting out there? So that is the big thing. If you have any questions, please let me know. And thank you so much.